Let me just say this one more time. This is why we don't skip the design run. We're making a website. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. So I guess we should just get into this. Oh, that looks so cool. That's what's about to happen. It's hacking time. Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it. Hey, what's up, guys? So today we're gonna have a little bit of fun, and looks like these guys are having fun out there. Again, Zach with this watching on the stream. So I had some ideas for a way to make our life a whole lot easier when it comes to actually standing up this technology. But something came up. I was thinking about this whole thing with the 3 ways we have to earn here. Now the extension, I don't really know a good way around this. You're gonna probably have to log into it unless we can do something with like, oh, we detected you're logged in here and you have a cookie for logging in here, so we can pass that to the extension. The Twitch and the Discord thing, the plan was to do OAuth to generate the connection here. If I need to do a Twitch OAuth, you'd click this button. Whoop. That just went to a random thing. It would then say, okay, what Twitch account do you want to use? Do you authorize? And that way we could create a strong link between your username and your email. I don't know if it was like a good decision or a bad decision, but I had a simpler way to do this. Open up a notepad. The problem is I need to authorize/verify my Twitch account. Now, if we do it with OAuth, we'll need a lot of stuff to get hooked up. We need a Twitch API key. We need redirect pages. We need to consume that auth. We need to save your access token, request refresh tokens, right? There's a lot of things that you have to do there. And there's libraries for Rails that make that easier, but it's just a lot of extra work compared to this other solution I came up with. What I think makes sense is when you sign up for an account here, we'll generate a series of unique tokens. Alpha 8 is easy because it'll be URL safe and all that stuff. So we generate this series of unique tokens. Okay, so we could just sort of say, what would that look like? 1 token for Twitch, like something like that. 1 token for Discord, like that. And then to link your account, simply type OMBC link with your code on Twitch in our channel or Discord in any channel. And what'll happen is the bot that's sitting in that channel is now going to be able to say, okay, there's a user that just submitted that message. I don't know if Twitch has a unique ID for everybody. They might, that's a question mark. But anyways, you would just type it in. It would see that there's somebody that just did OMBC link, which actually looks like OMB link. The bot would respond like account linked like that. And maybe the bot could delete your message. That at that point would consume that token. So if you're like, okay, I changed for some reason this link is broken now because I changed my username, then just request another token from the settings and then relink it. Or you could maybe even do delinking, which makes sense to me. So this is such an easier approach. The tokens could be used to attach to other services without the need for much cross chatter between apps. We have the 1 token for Twitch, another token for Discord, and I've got to figure this out, but my thought would be we'd have 1 token for general accounts. This would be hidden unless viewed, because this is sort of like your identity token, and this might actually be a UUID. This is the one that like you would use. Let's say you signed up for one of our apps. We could ask you like in the app, hey, what's your token? and then you can just connect your account, your OmatumBucks account in, and start earning points for doing things like paying for your subscription. And we'd probably could use this again on the merch store to say like, okay, connect your account with this little code, and once it's connected, you spend, for every certain amount of money you spend on the store, we can give you points back for that, kind of like a loyalty program, little redemption program. I think that makes sense to me, because like where this ends up working outside of that, and I have it in my notes, so additional stuff we could do now. Hexfight, you said I can build a Twitch bot. Yeah, Twitch bot's on the plan. It's in the plan. And you know what's even more interesting about this is I wonder if for the extension even, could we use this to attach the extension to a user? Probably, because I mean, it's a UID, or we could even generate one that's just for the extension, you know, but easy operations to do, right? Just unique. Anyways, there's some additional stuff we could do. We could easily link to apps and merch store. We could provide like this as a field when signing up for early access, because OMBC is not really going to have an email system. We basically, when we say sign up for early access, what you are basically signing up for is a newsletter, and that newsletter is going to notify you like, hey, early access started. But down the road, it'll also be a way for us to promote that one product, this code, or maybe there's like an early access code that we spin up too. We could say that early access, and that's like a 4-digit code. And when that thing, that one doesn't get consumed, like isn't consumed, and your general account one not consumed. It's just a way for our system to say like, okay, you're this person, you proved it with this code. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in the notes to get in here. I do have a question mark on if we should use Google Auth to do this or not. We get nothing out of it. The only thing you have to do when you do email password is like, you forgot your password, here's the reset link, you know, that's all pretty much it. The thing that gets a little more complicated with email is that you have to require the user to verify an email when they log in. So you would break them out of the sequence a little bit if we needed to make sure that email existed. Because there's recovery options, you kind of need to make sure the email is valid and that we could send a reset to it if you needed it. But Google sign up, just to play devil's advocate, you can quickly sign up like 10 things. You can sign up like every Google. I have so many Google accounts, man, but I don't know if that's a big gain for anybody else. So I guess to start this off, I think we should go through and put this into the interface before we do the settings page. So we'll update this ways to earn page first. We'll have to figure out what that means. So help us launch products. That's probably one of the things that we'll add it to. So you'll get 100 points. So we have this thing where it says activate a release account. But activating an account is a little bit different than just signing up for early access. So let me put signing up for early access in here. Boom. I got it in. And I think that's a fair amount. I'll give you $1 for doing that. We don't really get any additional use the browser extension or help a user or anything like that stuff. We will get something for the store. And I think it makes sense to maybe put the store right at the top. Where's Flexi Boy? It's in here somewhere. There's Flexi Boy right there. Should put another X in there to make it a little spicy. Let me just put that right at the top. So purchase items in the store. And just a little paragraph to say what that means. Whenever you make a purchase, net amount minus shipping and handling. The action is make a purchase. The points here is going to be an amount. So we'll just say 10 points per $1 spent. There we go. This is kind of a pain, the way that it's doing this thing. Who told me to do this thing? Now that I look at this, I am not liking that anymore. Let me fix that real quick. I executed it. I should know better. So the other things we're gonna have to update for this, we'll get the bulk of it happens inside of the settings panel, but the other piece is gonna be this guy, which is the linking. So now we get to actually generate some of these codes. Well, let's use the new boy here. Const tokens equals, make a little object, and then we'll just say Twitch, Discord, what other ones do we have? We could have an early access one, and then we could have a product or like a whatever account wide. I don't know what that means, but that's the gist. Let me look up how to make these things in JavaScript. Alpha 8 UID. Oh, this is gonna be a whole thing, isn't it? This is gonna be a whole thing we gotta make. That looks about right. So it's gonna say, do we need to splice the used character to possible after you've used it? Oh, why do we have to do these things? Just return the thing. Just let me ask for this and then do what I want. We'll modify it. So we would say for Twitch, you'd say ID generate, and then these will all be 8s. So we'll do this. So that's I think that's 8 characters right there. By I equals 0, I to 7, text plus equals. Who knows? I mean, this might work. Let's just give her get a little save on that, and we'll just jump the console and see what the hell it set that to. Unexpected token, comma. Oh, let me just fill these. Filler. So now let's ask it for those tokens. Oh, totally did the thing. That's exactly what we're looking for. This is just for the prototype, mind you. These will be in the database later. And then you just take this thing and spend it on whatever, or just link it up anywhere else. The chance of collision on something like this might be a little bit higher than if we did a little bit of a longer thing. So I'm going to just bump that up to 11. 11 is the end of the range, so we'll get 12. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's easy to copy and paste. If I was using my Twitch key, I would go here and then I would come into Twitch and I would say OMBC link blip like that. And then the bot would be like linked, and then it would delete that message. I think once this thing happened, the key would get turned off. All right, now we need a UUID because I want this stronger one for things that we're going to send it around. Jeez Louise. Do we really need a node tool for this? Just give me, yeah, come on, guy. Go get this package that's probably not going to exist forever. So I wonder what this is, the difference here between these two. That's easier to read for sure, but this is crazy. New uint 8 array. Which one do we want to use here? I feel like this one. It has the word crypto. Using arrow functions. Let's use that one. Thank you, Stack Overflow people that give away your time for free. That should do it. Let's check the console. Take a look at those tokens. Looks good to me. One thing you can do is you could say, well, make sure that this is a unique value, but in the database, you're going to probably not want to do that. If you make them all unique in the database and you start nulling these things out, but to say that they're empty, right, then you got a problem. We will just enforce uniqueness through a while loop to check the database and say, hey, does that exist? If it does, generate a new one. That way nobody ever gets the same one. But I don't know. This is a weird, I've never seen that before. I have no idea. Can we just all agree JavaScript's getting weird, please? Look, what does this thing do? A carrot? Does it map C to this thing or something? I have no idea. Isn't Azure? Let's look it up really quick. JavaScript, carrot. The caret operator is the bitwise XOR operator to square a value. I still don't know what it does. A XOR is either a value or the other. I just copy and paste stuff off Stack Overflow till it works. That's not true. It's mostly true. So now that we've got that in, we need to display that. So the one place we have to display that is here. So we would still be able to know if your Twitch was linked or not. We are just going to say, here's your code to link Twitch. We could have it so when you click this, it's going to go to our Twitch page, which would, I think, to be fine. And we'll just do little instructions here to say this is what you have to do. Okay, so the same message makes sense here. The href, now we actually know where this is going to go, right? So it's going to go to hitips twitch. There we go. TV/Omatum Greg. Now we need some instructions. Flash instructions. Okay. So it'd maybe be first step, copy this command to your browser, or to your clipboard. Let's make these LIs instead. Well, let me just ID this. Data code equals, or token will equal Twitch. That way, when this gets done doing its thing, it'll go through and we can start replacing these. And we're going to need the word link or whatever, OMBC link in there, plus that. So we'll leave that like that. And then we'll have this append to it. And then another LI, paste this into the chat room for Omatum Greg. And if this message is gone, you're linked up. This looks just straight horrible. Let me make sure I can get this code here first, and then we'll go back and start styling it. So in the dashboard, we have these nav items, right? We're just going to add a callback to this. And that will be a callback saying like set tokens. So we know that page is going to have some tokens that need to be set. once it's loaded, we'll set these tokens. So we'll have a function here that says set tokens. So we'll just say for each of these, do a command. So for token, oh geez, for let token of tokens. I'm learning new syntax lately. I think that's right. Target a thing that's asking for a token. Data code, that's stupid. Let's see data token. Okay, so target a thing that's asking for a token, or it's clearly a token, where it equals the thing right above. Oh boy, actually, hold on a second. We need the key value. So how do I get the key value out of that? Let me do a console here. I'm just gonna see how in the world I get that key value at. Okay, so if I do that, if I say for let token of tokens, tokens is not iterable. Why wouldn't it be iterable? That's Funky Town all day. What? Let me try an in. Let token in tokens. Console log token. Okay, that got me the key. And then if I want to get the value, I think it's like that. So the of works for arrays and the in works for objects. That's good to know. For let token in tokens, give me target the thing, the token with that key. I don't remember how to do this. It's like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it just to say we want a text append. I just don't know if that's the way to do this in here. Again, this is prototype code. So if it works, cool. If it doesn't, not a big deal. Yeah, that worked. It looks like crap, but there it is right there. All right, so we have that one there. Let's make sure we can get the other one. And also I'm gonna make it so this triggers when the page loads. So this is flash test. Same thing, copy this command to your clipboard, paste this into the Discord channel. Same exact instructions there. So we'll take this and link it to our Discord. Okay, cool. So we have link Twitch and link Discord. We have this garbage looking thing here. Now let's change these links a little bit. I don't think we want to say link Discord. It'd be like visit Discord, I guess. Okay. How do we set this up where it's so weird looking? It's the width. So let's just change the height. It's a little too tiny. 40. That's a little better. So look, it's like a weird looking button. This is a weird boy. I don't know. We'll just leave it alone. It's fine. Any Omatum Discord channel. Thank you. That makes more sense. Nick, you're the best at QA, man. You're my favorite QA person because you're like, the users are stupid. They will paste it into like their anime fan club Discord and be like, why isn't it working? Okay, so we have our flash stuff here. Let's do our instructions here. So inside the instructions, we have a UL and an LI. We're adding more divs than we need. I got divitis. Let's pad this whole thing in by quite a bit, and let's margin bottom the whole thing. Let's take this thing and give it a little background color. There we go. A little bit darker. For all these things in here, I think I want to change this over to sort of like a monospace font since we already have Anonymous Pro in here. Ooh, that does not look very good. Font weight, let's bold it up. And the letter spacing's got to come in a little bit. Not that much though, not that much. We should have given the line height to the items. Height, 30 pixels. I am really just, that font is just not doing it for me. In terms of like fonts that look good, that's not one of them. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of line height here, and then we'll do this another way. It'll collapse all the margins together. Just give them a little spacing. I'm gonna get rid of that font though. So if the LI has a data token, what if let's not even use our fancy pants one, we'll just use the regular monospace. Let's pad it. We'll push it in a little bit, maybe 10. And then let's do a background color of Rigba white-ish. If they click that, we should be able to copy that. I wonder, can we say inline block on a LI to, oh, we totally can. Look at that. That shouldn't be a thing you should be able to do. So you can select it, or what we'll do is we'll add this little thing, this little class to it, which will tell it it's copyable. So that code, I don't know if you can see that. Boom. Yeah, that's what I want to Google. But I clicked it and boom, now it's copied. We can definitely add the little bit of stuff to that. So let me find the other place that we use this. There we go. It's right here. Big messy boy here. I'll move this LI up. So now we know we're just talking to this data token. And because we're adding so many things to this, we're gonna nest it so it's a little bit less selector hell here. And then take all this, boop, and then take that and put that here. Bibbity bobbity. We got it working. So now we have to replace all the references for div with the ampersand. They take that. And then it should have worked, but it didn't. So we probably are missing something here, probably a relative position. There you go. You got to click the copy. Boop. Copied. Boop. 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 You're copying stuff. We could make that font just a little bit bigger for this one. Look at that. Your big boy is all grown up now. Text align of center to that. There we go. Even better. And does it work down here? Yep, it works down there. And sure, you could like manually like this still. We're not going to disable the selection. So you could still manually copy it if you don't trust that. These commands here, I would like to add numbering to them, but I think the easier way to add numbering is to stick it in directly. So let me add the numbers. Yeah, it looks fine. We don't need to do any OLs or anything. 1, 2, 3. Bingo, bango. Did we even set the font size? We didn't. That's too tiny, Greg. About 15. Ah. I'm gonna use Anonymous Pro again because maybe it'll get better looking as we make it bigger. Yeah, it gets a little bit better looking as we made it bigger. I'm gonna put some border around that too. It's a lot of colors going on right now. Try a little half white. There we go. The top bottom is okay. So we'll just do padding 10, 20. Yeah, a little better. So I don't want to use the pointer cursor because I think the pointer cursors like make sense for this stuff. I tend to do pointers for other things. And did I do that over here? I did. Needed to stay consistent. So let's just cursor pointer it. So let's see. I copy and paste. Boop. Okay. Yeah. Easy peasy. All right. I think we're good with this part. The dashboard's fine. The point redemption's fine. The ways to earn is fine. We just have the settings.